What does success look like for you now, and has that changed as you've got older?
Success for me is the simple life. And although that definition hasn't changed, my vision of simple life has. So I used to think that success was you go to work, it's drama free. You get paid and you make the most of the days when you're not at work, and you make the most of the days when you're not in PMDD. And that for me was the simple life. I didn't need anything bigger. I don't need anything, I don't need a ton of money. I don't need a really nice car. Those things didn't really appeal to me, and they still don't really appeal to me. But the simple life for me was very much just the small things, my family and my friends, and spending my time well. But then what I realised, and this is where the vision has changed, is I wasn't really living true to that, because I didn't really like my job in corporate. And I remember just being like, I literally go to work and count down the hours to the end of the day, as many people do. And I think, again, for some people, they like that because it's the consistency and that's what they need. But for me, I remember the highlight of my working week was on a Thursday, we got to play a game. And the game was like bowling or darts or something in the office. And basically, if you won, our employer would pay for your breakfast the next day. And that was like the highlight of our working week. It was like, oh, you're playing darts today, and if you won or like you scored whatever number, you got your breakfast the next day. And that was like the pinnacle. And I think I remember one day just being like, this can't continue. And I was good at the job, and I know that my boss really liked me, but I was just like, I'm not thriving here.
Not lighting me up.
No, not at all. It did not set my soul on fire. No. And yeah, I think that for me was when I realised that the simple life, as much as it was still, I wanted drama free. That's always been the thing. Don't want drama. PMDD causes enough of that. But actually, I can have excitement, and I can have variety. And actually, for me, I don't thrive off consistency, whereas some people do. I love that I can look in my diary and be like, oh right, I'm recording a podcast today on the Wirral, and and then I've got this meeting with a person who I've never met before, and I love that. Whereas I know that my husband, he's total opposite. He works a job which is very secure. It's Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. It's salaried, and for him, that is what makes him thrive, because it's the security and it's the consistency. Whereas for me, I just love the variety and the excitement. And that is really the success for me. Is it's still very much the simple life, but knowing that I don't need to settle.
Yeah.
And it's the simple life, not the complacent life.
Yeah.
I guess is the thing. Yeah.
The simple life that you create for yourself.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Thank you.
So our final question, we ask what your younger self would say if they could see you now. And I'm going to be very specific with you, because I'm going to ask you what 14-year-old you stood by the river would say if they could see you now.
That makes me feel like I want to cry.
We have tissues.
I don't think she would even understand, like, I don't think she could even comprehend that she is now somebody who actually okay with her. And she wouldn't understand that actually she got to that point, because I honestly think when I was 14, I didn't know how long I'd make it for. So just the fact that she could see me or her alive, happy, with a daughter and a husband, but also self-employed, not in, I thought I had to be a hairdresser when I was little, because that's what everyone told me. Which is a terrible idea, can I just say? Awful idea, be terrible at that job. But I think her just seeing that life didn't pan out as she thought it would, and to some degree as she was told it would. She was told a lot of things, like, you'll probably do this and then you'll do that. You'll finish school, you'll go to college, you'll go to university. And I did do all those things, but I think she very much thought that life was set. And I think if she could see how different things had turned out, I don't think she'd believe it.
No.
I honestly think she'd be like, well, that's somebody else.
Yeah.
Give me the wrong person. So yeah, I don't know what she would say. I think she'd just say like, you're having a laugh. Like, it can't be me. But I think she would, hopefully she would learn that compassion sooner than wait until she was 28.
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
Thank
That's
you.
great. So where can everyone find you then if they want to find out more about Get Shit Done or PMDD?
So they can find me on social media as Laura Tia Jones. That's an easy one. Or on my website, which is lauratiajones.com.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for being such a brilliant guest. That was really informative for me, and yeah, I think it's another one of those reality checks, is that you've got no idea what someone else is going through at any point in their life or in their day even. So yeah, I think that was really interesting to listen to. So thanks for being a guest.
Oh, thank you very much.